Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a mini Louis Vuitton review and sharing my thoughts on some of the pieces that I've been loving and wearing a lot lately. So the first item I'm going to be telling you guys about or reviewing is my Louis Vuitton Pochette Métis. If you haven't already seen my handbag collection video, then you guys should definitely check it out. I'm going to link it in the cards and in the description box. In that video, I showed you guys briefly my Pochette Métis and told you a little bit about it. But I wanted to get a little bit more in depth and tell you guys how much I've been loving it since I've gotten it. I've had it for some weeks now, and I feel like I'm at a point where I can do a pretty good review. But of course, I can always come back and do a more in-depth review in about a few months or a month from now. If you guys want to see that, let me know in the comments. Before I got this Pochette Métis, I hadn't been that interested in Louis Vuitton in a while. I mean, of course, I saw things that I really liked, and they had some cute bags in recent years that I wanted, but I wasn't that crazy about them. Now, what I found when I saw the Pochette Métis, I absolutely fell in love with this bag instantly. I just absolutely thought it was the cutest bag, and I really liked the fact that it came in the reverse monogram because I hadn't had anything like that in my collection. I thought it was a nice, fresh take on Louis Vuitton, something new for them. Now, the monogram is a classic print. I have a couple of bags in the monogram. Actually, my first two Louis Vuitton bags were the same exact bag. I had two of them because one my grandmother had and one my mother had, and they didn't wear theirs anymore. So I inherited them. They were already patinaed and very well worn in, and I haven't worn them in a while. I feel like I need to get them sent off and cleaned up, so I don't really reach for those speedies often. So when I found out about the Pochette Métis, I fell in love with it instantly. Now, how I ended up with the bag. When I went to the Louis Vuitton store, I actually was shopping for a tote. I wanted a really great travel tote. I had been researching online for a while, and I couldn't find anything that I was in love with. So I kept researching. I couldn't find anything that was as good as the Neverfull. Now, the Neverfull is a bag that I've always wanted. That bag has been around forever. Everyone knows about that bag because it really is a great travel tote. And it's actually the best one that I had found in my search. But I was just like, I don't know, should I get that bag? A lot of people have it. I don't really want it because everybody has it, but everybody has it because it's an amazing bag. When the bag first came out, they didn't come with an additional little pouch inside, and now it does. I'm not sure how long that's been going on, but it comes with the additional pouch, so you're getting a little bit more with that bag. So it just improved over time. So I'm like, okay, so I just need to get it. Then I go to the Louis Vuitton store and I'm ready. I have it all picked out. I was gonna get the smaller size, and then I was like, okay, no, let me get the bigger one. So everything, it was a done deal basically. I was just like, I'm gonna get the larger one. It's not that much of a difference. After I went back and forth for a while about the sizes, and then the woman was gonna ring up everything, and she was like, is there anything else I can help you with? Is there anything else you want to see? So I was like, I just want to see the Pochette Métis if you guys have one, because I know even though the bag's been out for a few years, they say they never have it in stock, and they always say like you need to put your name on a list and all that kind of stuff. So I was just like, if you guys have one, I'd like to try it on. And I told her that the reverse monogram was actually the one that I've always had my eye on, but if you have the regular monogram, I just want to try it on and just see how it looks on me. So she goes in the bag. When she comes out, she has this bag. So of course I was so excited at first when I saw it. I was like, oh my gosh, this is the one I wanted. How did you know? Anyway, I was just really excited when she had the bag. She was like, yeah, we just got it in this morning. It's the only one we have. So I tried it on, and of course I fell in love with it. It was just perfect. I just loved it right away. And then I was just like, oh, I really came in here for this travel tote. But I don't even want the travel tote anymore. I want the Pochette Métis. So the rest was history. I ended up with this bag, and I didn't get the Neverfull. So maybe in the future I'll get the Neverfull. But for now, I'm really, really happy and obsessed with my Pochette Métis. So let's get into the review. I, first of all, love the reverse monogram. That's really what drew me to it. Like I said just a second ago, I really feel like it's a nice fresh take on the Louis Vuitton monogram that's been around for ages. Actually, I saw this bag. I was online at Topshop before they all closed, and a girl in front of me had the bag on, and it was pushed behind her, and I just couldn't stop staring at it. I just think it's just such a gorgeous bag. So to finally have it in my collection just makes me really happy. I love the fact that the handle's black, because with Louis Vuitton bags, everybody knows that the lighter brown that the handles usually come in patinas over time, which I love. I think it looks gorgeous once it gets dark from the oils in your hand. But I really think that this is really cute to have a black handle. You could also tie a twilly around it. When I was in the store, the saleswoman also tied a twilly, and she showed me how cute it could be. I really like the black handle, so I don't know that I'm going to use a twilly or a scarf or anything like that. You don't have to get a twilly because they're pretty expensive. I love the gold hardware. I love gold. That's my favorite metal. And I like the idea of the bag being like extra secure. So if you wanted to use this while you're traveling, if you're in another country or in a busy city or anything like that, the lock on the bag is pretty secure. When the bag first came out, I know a lot of people had issues with the handle and with the lock. So far, I haven't had any issues at all. One thing that the saleswoman told me at the Louis Vuitton store was when you do close your bag, to make sure that you hear it click every time you close it. So you squeeze these two little tabs here and then it pops open. When you close it, you want to make sure that you line it up properly, and then you hear the little click. So hopefully you guys heard that click, but that lets you know that the bag is securely closed. You're not gonna have any issues. The saleswoman also mentioned to me, over time, people just like don't pay attention to when it's closing and they push down on it and it's like half in, half out, not locked and not all the way open. And that kind of like messes with the lock, and that's why people were having some trouble. I also think that maybe in the beginning stages, like when the bag first was released, I mean, they are mass manufactured, even though Louis Vuitton is a great brand and they do stand behind their products. I love everything Louis Vuitton makes. They still are mass produced. They're not all handmade as far as I know, so I wouldn't be surprised if every once in a while they had some issues because some people's bags were deemed defective and they had to be sent back. And that's another reason why I love Louis Vuitton, because if it is something wrong with it, they're gonna claim it and then they're gonna either give you a credit or give you a whole new bag, or fix it for you and give it back to you, whatever they need to do to take care of the problem. So I love that about it. Then I also love that it has this great big zip pocket on the outside. Now you can use this pocket for your phone, for your keys, anything you just need to get to quickly, because it's really handy. You can put receipts in there or anything like that. I like to put my key card for work in there. Sometimes I do forget it's in there. I change my bags quite a bit, so I wouldn't put anything in there that you need to remember to retrieve every day if you switch out your bags, because then I forget what's in there. I don't always go back in there and check for it. And then the handle I love because you can adjust it just like you would a belt, and you can even take it off and put a chain strap on if you wanted to. You can take it off completely and put this on another bag. If you have like a Speedy, for example, you can buy a reverse monogram strap and then put it on your Speedy bag. Or if you have this bag and also have another Louis Vuitton bag or a Speedy, you can take this strap off and put it on that bag. So then it gives you like a different combination of all the Louis Vuitton monograms, which I think is pretty cute because I've seen that on another bag. I saw a video of a girl who had a Speedy in the regular Louis Vuitton monogram, and then she got the reverse monogram guitar strap and put it on her Speedy, and it looked pretty cute actually. So once you get into the bag, that's where all the fun begins. So the bag holds quite a lot. It has an accordion sort of style, so it expands. I mean, you can't stuff it completely, but it holds a lot. I feel like I can put a lot of things in here without stressing the bag at all. The inside lining is a micro suede. I haven't had any issues with that either. Now, the fact that it's cloth, I would be mindful of what you have in your bag, any lotions or anything like that. I would put it inside of something like a toiletry case. I'm gonna show you guys what I have in my bag as well, because I wanna show you what fits in here. It has 3 separate dividing compartments and plenty of room to put everything you need, like everyday essentials, and maybe a little bit more room to put a couple of extra things too, but it depends on the size of the items you carry around with you on a daily basis. Here's what my bag looks like. As you can see, it really does expand pretty well. It has 1, 2, 3 compartments, almost like a file case. And what I have inside my bag is a pair of sunglasses. Now, I don't always carry the same pair of sunglasses with me every day. A lot of my sunglasses do have hard cases. I like to switch out my sunglasses and put them in soft cases, because some of my cases are like dome shaped and bulge out in the front or in the back depending on where I put it. So I just switch it out for a soft case so that way I don't have that issue. And these sunglasses they don't have a brand, they're just a pair of old vintage sunglasses that I got this summer that I've really been loving. I have a great sunglass collection video out. If you guys haven't seen that, make sure you check it out. I'll link it in the cards and in the description box if you're curious. Then I have my charger. I always keep my charger because you never know when you're gonna run out of juice, and I feel like my iPhone dies constantly, and then when new iPhones come out, I feel like they send out all those updates to mess up your phone so that we have to get a new one, and I probably do for a new one. My AirPods, can't live without those. I absolutely love my AirPods. And then I have to charge my AirPods too, so that's why I have to have my charger. I have my key card for work. You gotta get into the building. I have a wallet, and this is a full-size wallet too. I mean, it's a smaller full-size wallet, but you probably could put a full-size wallet in here because the length of one of the slots can definitely fit a long full-size wallet. Now, I wouldn't recommend it unless you absolutely need to, just because you can really maximize your space if you use a smaller full-size wallet. I do want to get a luxury card case because I do switch my bags a lot and I wear a lot of crossbody and smaller bags, and it will definitely be a lot more helpful for me if I could just have a little card case that I could switch out really easily between my bags. And then I have my cell phone. And now I'm gonna show you guys the next two pieces that are Louis Vuitton that I keep in my bag with me always. The first one I wanna show you is this Louis Vuitton toiletry pouch. First of all, I think this is really important to have a pouch in general because the lining is micro suede, and if you're someone who carries lotions and lip glosses, anything liquid in your bags, I think it's great to put it inside of a pouch or a separate holder. So just in case if anything explodes or leaks or spills, it doesn't ruin your bag. Because at the end of the day, this is a luxury bag, and if you decide you want to resell it or anything like that, you want to make sure you're keeping it in great condition. So this pouch is the 15. They come in 3 sizes, a 26, which is the length across here in centimeters, a 26 centimeter, a 19 centimeter, and this one is the 15. I was surprisingly able to fit a lot of stuff in here. I was thinking about getting the 19 because it's a pretty good size, and a lot of people use it as a clutch. So it's a great price for a clutch. If it's a Louis Vuitton clutch, it's a lot cheaper than their clutches or their crossbody bags or anything like that, but it's also a toiletry case and you can wipe down the inside. It's super durable. It's made out of the canvas, and then it has the leather trim. So you don't really have to worry about it. You can really put it through the ringer. So I love that. I have my Louboutin lotion. I love this lotion a lot. It's Amon. I really love this brand, you guys. I have some skincare from this line, and I can do a skincare review if you guys want to see that. Link it in the comments. I think it's really awesome. I love everything from the line. It is pretty expensive, but I feel like in this case you get what you pay for. This one I like a lot because it's for your hands and your cuticles. I used to carry around a hand cream and a cuticle oil, and because now I'm wanting to like downsize and consolidate and carry crossbody bags and smaller bags, I find it really nice to have a 2-in-1 sort of product. So love that. I recently started carrying around Tide to Go pens because they're just really helpful. I know these have been around forever, but I've never used one. The other day my mother gave me one and it really works. I really recommend these. You should definitely carry these around. I like to keep a few Tylenol in my bag because you never know when you have a headache. I have some allergy eye drops because I'm allergic to my dog and dander and a lot of things, and sometimes my eyes start itching, so I have to just keep these around. These are the ones that don't take the redness out of your eye. I can't remember what the word is that it's used for, but like say like Visine, for example. When you use Visine, there's a product in the Visine or a chemical in the Visine that restricts the blood vessels so the redness goes away, and you don't want to be using that over and over on a regular basis because it messes up your eye. So whenever I go get these, I get the CVS brand, and then I ask the pharmacist if this is the one that doesn't have that bad chemical that restricts your blood vessels. And so far so good. I haven't had any issues, and I use it on a regular basis all year round. And then I have a really old packet of Orbit gum. This pack I've had for a really long time, and the only reason why I still have it is because I saw a video recently that gum is, I know gum is not biodegradable and it just stays around forever, but I didn't realize like what a huge issue gum was causing for the environment and the world basically. So I don't really chew gum anymore. I don't want to throw this away because since gum isn't biodegradable, it's not gonna decompose anyway. So I figured I would just use up this pack and then don't buy any more. But I haven't really used it, so I've just been walking around with it. As you can see, it's like the packaging is all tattered and messed up. Then I have my Rihanna Fenty Gloss Balm. I love this gloss. So here's a funny bit of information about me. I've never used a whole tube of gloss in my entire life, which I think is really funny when I say it out loud. I've been really telling everybody that, but I think it's funny when I say it out loud because I'm a girl and I have a lot of lip products. I have tons of lipsticks and lip glosses and lip vinyls and matte lipsticks and all types of lip products, and I've never finished a single tube in my life. Can you believe that? The reason I don't ever finish them is just because, well, first of all, I have really dry lips and I have to constantly put on regular lip balm under my lip products. So like halfway through the day, I'm just over it, and because I have to put on 2 products. So halfway through the day, I'm just over it. I'm like, I'm just gonna wear my lip balm and call it a day. But this one really is moisturizing and it looks good. People compliment, like in my videos, I've gotten compliments on my lip, like asking me what lip product I'm wearing, and it's just the Fenty Gloss Balm if you guys are wondering. Long story short, this is the one I love and I've been using. And I want to try the pink one because she came out with that lighter pinkier one. But this one works really good for me. And sometimes I layer it with a brown lip liner. And I love that. And that's my new lip. So anyway, love this one. And then my lip balm that I love is my Clinique Pep Start. It's actually an overnight lip mask, but I use it on a regular everyday basis. But I haven't used it in a long time because with my Fenty lip gloss, I don't really need to put on a lip balm before. It's pretty moisturizing and it's not sticky or uncomfortable or anything like that. So I don't get as much use out of my lip balm anymore. Then I have a little bit of fragrance. I like this because obviously it looks like a small size of the large fragrance that I wear every day or almost every day. My Lancome La Vie Belle. I always mess up that name, but I really love the fragrance a lot. It smells so good and I always get compliments. The only thing I don't like about this little travel is I like to spray things on instead of like dabbing it on. So that is annoying, but because it's just for touch-ups or if I forget to put perfume on that morning, I don't mind. Then I have a little hair tie. Never know when you need one of those. And then here's the lip pencil that I sometimes layer under my Fenty Gloss Bomb. And this is a Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil. This is the one that you can use for your waterline in your eyes. You can use it as an eyeliner or a lip pencil. I don't really like to do things like that. Like if I use it for my lips, I'm not gonna use it for my eyes. I mean, I guess if you sharpen it, you don't have to worry about it, but I don't really feel like you should be doing your eyes and your lips with the same product. But hey, if you feel comfortable with that, then you get a 2 for product. Then I have my Olba's inhaler. Now this is an all natural minty inhaler. Like I just said, I am allergic to a few things. And I'm not like deathly allergic or anything like that, but my breathing does feel a little restricted when something's really irritating me. So I love this. I found this on a random Google search because I was looking for all natural inhalers. Once I found out that I was allergic to quite a few things, they wanted to give me a standard inhaler, like, you know, the steroids one. And because it is full of steroids, I didn't want to take it. I didn't feel like it was necessary. I wanted to try some natural alternatives first before I decided to go with that. And this really works for me. I mean, it doesn't last as long as a chemical inhaler does, but it does definitely open everything up because of that minty fragrance, and it works. And you could do it as many times as you need to throughout the day without overloading your body with chemicals, and I really like that. I have a brow spoolie. Sometimes you never know when you need to touch up your brows on the go or comb through them or, you know, do a quick grooming on the go. And then I have some Elderberry Candies. I like to have these in my bag because elderberry is a really great all natural immune defense vitamin booster. I really like it a lot. It works for me. If you like get the flu or anything like that, it definitely cuts down your healing time like in half, I think. I also keep the syrup in my house. Well, it's not the syrup, it's the extract, because the syrup has like sugars and other additives and stuff, but I get it from Whole Foods. I definitely recommend that. But that's it. I feel like I showed you guys a lot of stuff that came out of this little thing. It's kind of like a clown bag, but I definitely recommend this. I think it's really great. So far so good. I haven't had any issues with anything spilling, except that my Fenty gloss has been like leaking a little bit, but luckily it hasn't gotten on anything. I do have a little something in here, maybe that's the gloss in there, but I can just wipe this down. I don't have to worry about it. So if you have liquids that you travel with, you definitely need one of these, and you could throw it in there and don't worry about it. Now the last thing I wanted to show you guys, that's Louis Vuitton, and the last thing in my bag is my Louboutin 6-ring key holder. This I absolutely love, and I feel like it really is a game changer. Before I got this, I watched so many reviews on key holders, and this is the one I just kept coming back to. As you can see, it's the regular Louboutin monogram. They also had it, like mine has a little gold button here. They also had it with color buttons, like they had pink and they had red. I don't know if they have any new ones now, but I read on the reviews that the color would fade and then it would like start showing the metal underneath. I think it was leather over the metal, and I read that it would start fading and then it just wouldn't look as cute anymore, so I just decided to go with the regular metal. I think this one looks more attractive anyway. It's a 6-ring key holder. I have my key fob to get into my complex. I have my car keys, my supermarket card, my mailbox key, and my apartment key. I feel like I have quite a few thick chunky things on here. I have a little bit more space. I can fit one more thing in here. I have 5 of the hooks taken up, but I have one more that I could put something on. But you can double up the keys. You can put a few more things in here if you want to. It has a little compartment back here where you can put cards. I don't really recommend using that on a regular basis, only because the cards can slide out. As you can see here, you can see right through to the other side. So if you're in a pinch and you need to just like run to the supermarket, or you don't want to carry your wallet and you're just running an errand or something, you could throw a couple of cards in there. But over time, I feel like they might slip out, so I wouldn't do it on a regular basis. And then you can get it hot stamped. I just have my initials on here. Now the key that I have in here for my car is a regular car key. If you have a key fob, where you have a push to start or something like that, then you don't have to worry about it sticking out, and everything fits in there pretty nicely. I feel like you can fit quite a few thick sort of keys in here if you need to. You can layer up the keys if you need to, because you can take out the hooks and then add more keys on if you need to. So you can add 3 or 4 keys onto one hook to maximize the space that you have in here. Everything that I have lays nice and flat. It's a little bit bulky here, but that's because of my key fob laying on top of my key. So I don't feel like that's an issue at all. I do recommend this because if you are buying luxury bags or bags that are delicate or anything like that, it's good to have your keys all in one place so they're not in there scratching around and rolling around in your bag. The more into luxury bags I get, or the more into delicate bags I want to take care of that I want to make sure that I have protective precautions, I guess you can say, because I want to make sure that I keep the bag good and in good condition for as long as I can. Especially the ones that I love. Like this bag I really do love a lot, so I don't want anything to happen to the lining, because then you have to go into repairs and everything like that, and that could really be a headache. So that's it. That's my what's in my bag. That's my review on the Louboutin items that I've been loving and that I would recommend. I feel like those are great items that are going to last a long time, items that you could probably pass down, because like I told you guys, I had my Louboutin Speedies passed down to me from my mother and my grandmother, and I still have them to this day. So all they need is a cleaning up and I can bring them out for my full wardrobe. This bag does give me fall vibes, but I love it so much that I don't care. I'll wear it in the summertime as well, like I have been. Like right now summer's not over, even though in my mind I'm like already past summer, ready for the fall. I don't usually do like flat out reviews on luxury items on my channel, just because luxury can be obtained at any price point. If you haven't seen my bag collection that I just told you guys about earlier in the video, then you definitely should check it out, because I show this Pochette Matisse against another bag that is way less money, that is also a great bag that's 100% leather, and it has been a workhorse for me as well. I've worn that bag to death, and actually it's modeled after this bag. They look very similar, so you can get what you're looking for at any price point. Now, there are a few things you want to keep in mind if you do want to shop luxury, and if you want to know my take on that, check out my blog. I'll link it in the description box. I have a few tips and questions you should take with you when you're shopping for luxury, or keep in the back of your mind, so that way you're making the best decisions. And I think that's a really great guide, so check out that post and leave some comments and let me know if you have any questions when you get there, because I love to know your feedback and what you thought about the post, and if you found those tips helpful. And that's it. Those are the few Louis Vuitton items I want to show you guys, and you guys got a what's in my bag as well. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the description box. I can come back and do an update on my Pochette Matisse. If you guys want that in the future, let me know in the comments as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, please subscribe to my channel. Check out some of my other content. I'm sure you're gonna see something you like. I do videos like these all the time. I do unboxings, hauls, styling videos, things like that. I'm sure you're gonna find something you love. If you love this video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't like this video, give me a thumbs down, but make sure you leave it in the comments and let me know why, because if I can improve my content, I definitely will. Thank you guys again so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.